I've got one more breaking thing today, another preposterous gotcha of the FBI. So I can never pronounce this guy's name. Peter Strzok? Is it Strzok? The Z is just for fun. So Peter Strzok, he's one of the two, as Trump has called them in tweets, the lovers in the FBI who were tweeting treasonous information about Donald Trump. They were the two who revealed that there is an FBI secret society that I found out on InfoWars today is planning to nuke Washington, D.C., which is an especially clever plan since that's where the deep state is. But they're nuking their own city. Anyway, so for a while now, after it was revealed, I believe several months ago, that 6 months prior, they had been sending some tweets that could be interpreted as derogatory about Donald Trump. Now, Mueller immediately removed them months before anybody even knew about this, but that was still being used. The presence of those tweets was being used to discredit the entire investigation, even though Peter Strzok was also texting derogatory information about Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. We now find out today that same Peter Strzok took part in writing a letter encouraging James Comey to reopen the email investigation into Hillary Clinton in fall of 2016. So this secret society is a complex place. I don't necessarily understand their plans, but this guy who wanted to do nothing but take down Donald Trump apparently was also doing whatever he could to take down Hillary Clinton.
Or maybe he works at the FBI.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the idea that they can take this one tweet and then imply that he's part of some sort of coup against Donald Trump is ridiculous. Just like James Comey, he was involved in investigations that target both sides.
So his lover, Lisa Page, where does the word secret society, that phrase, come from? She had written in a text, kidding, like, why are you guys having a meeting without me? This wasn't in my calendar. Is this part of a secret society? And after all this nonsense secret society talk, even Ron Johnson, the senator from Wisconsin who started it, had to go and say, yeah, perhaps that was made in jest. Yep, sorry about that. Anyway, so now Strzok, now we know based on this latest news that he was counseled to reopen the investigation on Hillary Clinton. Since he did that, a lot of Democrats, I don't know that I agree with them, although it did have a huge swing in the election, think that was the reason Hillary Clinton lost, because Comey, shortly before the election, reopened the investigation, did this dramatic thing of like, oh my God, we've got a laptop and we got to reopen the investigation on Hillary Clinton. By the time they had concluded that the damage was done. I think that was one of many, many factors that led to Hillary Clinton losing. I think a lot of Democrats think that was the factor. So if Strzok had a plan to undermine one candidate, well, he did it, and it was against Hillary Clinton, and it worked. So now the damning text from Strzok about Trump is that Strzok thinks Trump's an idiot, which at least 60% of the country agrees with. Like even a lot of the Republicans who voted for him, like, I mean, he is an idiot. So like the big conspiracy is Strzok agrees with the overwhelming majority of the country. But if there's one candidate he actually did something to, it was Hillary Clinton. Now look, and again, this is so frustrating because the right wing throws out so many stupid, insane conspiracy theories. And then we wind up having giant conversations about them, and then cable news takes over. It gets started with sometimes literally from InfoWars with their insane things about they said the secret society was going to drop a 2,000-pound bomb on the White House. Now they're talking about nuking DC, and it starts from the insane and works its way outside the asylum. And Matt Gaetz was on InfoWars the other day, he's a Republican congressman. He's on with an alt-right troll and invited an alt-right troll who is more
Holocaust
insane
denier.
than even Alex Jones, a Holocaust denier, an insane person to the State of the Union. So there's a congressman, then it jumps to a senator, and then it goes to Fox News, and then it goes to CNN, and then it goes to MSNBC, and then the whole country is talking about insanity. There is no goddamn secret society, and Strzok and Page didn't like Trump, but they hated Bernie Sanders. And they didn't much like Hillary Clinton, and apparently they totally screwed Hillary Clinton over.
If you like this video, bless your heart. We got a lot more where that came from. We do a full show every day, Monday through Friday. Come enjoy it ad-free by becoming a member, tytnetwork.com/join.